I'll tell you one thing. I guess in 63 years, I've probably seen over 6,000 home runs. Let's put it that way. And if I boiled them all down, I'd come down to 4. The first home run was long before almost all of you were born. And that was a home run that Bobby Thompson hit against the Dodgers. Yes. What I remember most was not just the home run. There was a Dodger fan walking through the stands in the bottom of the 9th inning in the Polo Grounds in New York. He had a huge horseshoe floral arrangement with a big black ribbon, and on the ribbon it said R.I.P. Giants. Now you can imagine you're walking through carrying this huge floral display, and Bobby Thompson hits the home run. I have no idea what happened to him. I have particularly no idea what he did with the flowers or what the Giant fans did with the flowers. So that was number one. The second home run was right here at Dodger Stadium in the 1963 World Series against the Yankees. Now, I had the privilege of broadcasting with the great Mel Allen, and Mel, that year, during the month of September, had a very bad throat. And doctors had told him, whatever you do, stay subdued. So he did all through September and into the World Series. And the first 2 games at Yankee Stadium, he was subdued. But he was here when Mickey Mantle hit a home run, and that put the Yankees ahead briefly, and it was the 7th inning, I think. I was supposed to go downstairs and do the post-game interview. But when Mantle hit the home run, Mel let it go. Going, going, gone. And when he said gone, his throat went. He could not speak. My heart broke for him. I mean, you can imagine this major stage, and that happens to you. And I've always kept that home run in mind. There, but for the grace of God, could have gone on. So that's number 2. The third home run in all of the 1,000 was that night in Atlanta when Henry Aaron broke Babe Ruth's record with the home run against Al Downing. And when the home run was hit, the crowd went absolutely bananas, and I had a chance to just sit and gather my thoughts. I've always felt I like to call the play as quickly and accurately as I can, and then shut up, because how can you beat the roar of the crowd? You can't. And I sat there, and when the crowd finally quieted down, I realized what that home run did for me. And then I spoke from my heart, and I said something to the effect, that was a great moment for Henry Aaron and his fans, great home run for Atlanta, and a great home run for the state. But more than that, it was a great home run for the United States of America. Because think about it, a black man is being honored in the Deep South for hitting a home run to break the record of a white icon. Unbelievable moment. Probably the greatest single moment I've enjoyed in all my years in baseball. And then, of course, we come to the 4th and final home run. Well, what do you think it was? I look at it this way. It's, of all my years, it was my greatest single contribution to the Dodgers. Tell you why. We're in commercial, ready to go to the bottom of the 9th inning. I said to the producer, do me a favor, and you rarely do this, but I said, do me a favor. When we come out of commercial, follow me. Whatever I say, show it on camera. So we came out of commercial, and there was the Zeppelin up there looking down, etc. And I said, if you happen to be here with us tonight, the first thing you would do now is take your field glasses and look in the Dodger dugout. Wham! There's the dugout. And then, as they call it, then the slow pan of the dugout. And then I finally said, well, there it is. It's obvious. Kirk Gibson will not play tonight. Little did I know that Gibby was in the clubhouse, sitting on a rubbing table in the trainer's room, He had ice bags on each leg, and he was looking at the monitor, and he was listening to me. And when I said, obviously, he will not play tonight, Gibby suddenly became emotional and hollowed, "Fertilizer!" or a reasonable facsimile. So he told the kid in the clubhouse, "Run down and tell Tommy I'll be there in a minute." And sure enough, that great moment, out of the corner of my eye, I saw him with the bat as a cane, and I said, "Well, look who's here." And of course, the place went crazy. And I did say one little prayer. I don't think I've ever prayed for a player exactly, but my prayer was, he's had such a great year. He's done so well in getting us to the World Series. Please, God, don't let him strike out. He's going to make out, and he can't run. He could barely walk. So if you don't mind, God, just don't let him make out in a nice way. And, of course, he hits the home run. There you go. So those are my 4 home runs, and I am looking forward to another exciting, dramatic, wonderful moment this year where one of the boys in blue hits one that really is a meaningful home run, and I hope you're there to enjoy it with me, okay?